In this video, I'll be explaining the best way to manage your inventory stock levels in Amazon's warehouse so that you never have to run out of stock, and at the same time you don't pay any long storage fees that's going to eat into your profits. Come on, let's check it out. What is going on, everyone? Happy to have you here. So yeah, like I was saying, I hear a lot of people on Facebook and Instagram talking about how to manage their inventory stock levels, so they don't know how to order, how many units to order. I was the same when I first started. It was one of the things I struggled with, because now I have around 30 ASINs for just one product and 30 different SKUs, 30 variations. So I came up with an easy and simple solution that I'm going to share with you today. But first, as always, I'm giving away a free one-on-one consulting call with me. All you have to do is comment master plan down below in the comment section and subscribe to the channel and turn on that notification bell to be entered to win. So I'm going to be announcing the last winner from the previous Amazon FBA video later on in the video. So if you want to enter this one, just comment master plan down below in the comment section, subscribe to the channel and turn on that bell notification to be entered to win. Okay, so preparation is key. You have to know the market you're getting into, as in terms of how many sales the top sellers are doing, where you want to be, where you are planning on going. You have to be strategic about your approach. Okay, so understand that you may lose stock to rank and get reviews. Now, you will lose stock, you will lose money obviously, because you have to pay for different services, whether it's Facebook ads, PPC, to launch yourself to get there, and to get reviews as well, them initial reviews. Okay, so it's always better to have more at the start than too little, because when it comes down the line, if you do have a lot of ASINs or different variations, maybe you have 15 different variations, and if you run out of stock, it's going to be a lot harder to order, because you don't know the exact amount of sales you are actually doing, because it was so up and down. Because obviously at the start there was a lot of sales because you're making people doing reviews, you're doing launches, you're doing all these things. But then after you get to page 1, that is when you will understand how many sales you're doing and what amount to order. Okay, so if it's your first time ordering, ideally you want to order double the amount of inventory at the start. Okay, so for example, if the average amount of sales on the first page are 100 units every month, so they're selling on average 100 units per month. Maybe some people are doing 400 or 500, some are doing 20, 30. And shipping takes 3 months altogether. You're shipping by sea and all that. That's how long it takes for me. You should order a minimum of 600 units per month, or 600 units. So after 3 months, you will be able to make your second order. Okay, so the first 3 months is getting yourself up and running, and then after that 3 months, you're going to make your second order, so that when the last 300 units runs out, the other order will just come in. Okay, so another example is, say the average sales on the first page is 1,000 units per month. Some are doing 5,000 units, some are doing 500. Okay, and you're shipping this product by air, and it takes 3 weeks to come. Ideally, you want to order around 1,800 to 2,000 units to cover you, so that you don't run out. And then when you're on page 1 and you're selling near the average amount per day, wait till you only have a month's supply left and put in your second order. So if you want to find out how many units you should order for your first order, okay, so when you're on page 1, you will need a tool like Fire Launch or Helium 10. Helium 10 is the tool I use. You can do it manually. I'm not going to show you that today. It's a bit of a long method. It's kind of tracking sellers and trying to order 999 units, these different methods, and it's going to tell you how much stock they have left, and then you have to calculate it every day how much stock they are selling. Okay, but anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to run Helium 10, the Chrome extension. It's called X-Ray, and it's going to tell us the amount of sales that these sellers are doing. Okay, so what we are going to do is add up all the seller sales, so 663 plus 99 plus 18,000, and we're going to add up all these. Okay, so it depends where you want to be. If you are aiming, say, for page 1, that's where I aim, maybe at the top half, so maybe you might only do the first 20 sellers. Okay, and what you're going to do is you're going to add all them up, and then you're going to divide it by the number of sellers. So if you want to be in the first 20 sellers, add up the first 20 sellers, whatever it is, say it could be 120,000, divide that by 20, and then you will know the amount of sales you'll need to do every month, and then you can work out how much you are going to order for your first order. And then once you have that number, say on average the first 20 sellers are doing 600 units per month, then you're going to say, okay, I'm going to order 1,200 units. If you don't know what Helium 10 is, it's a really powerful tool. They have loads of different things that you can use to optimize your listing, find keywords, different things like that. You can actually click this link here and you can watch an in-depth tutorial of Helium 10. Okay, so here it is. All you have to do, it's really simple. Like it depends how much you want to be ordering and how often you want to order. Okay, so if your supplier lets you make smaller orders more frequently, that is probably better, because you do not want to pay more to Amazon to hold your storage. Okay, so it doesn't take that long to send in an order and do all that. But if you find that time consuming, then you can do it, say every month, every 2 months. Just have a time you're going to do it. Personally, I do it every 3 months. Okay, so the way I do it is it takes 3 months for my order to come in. So once the order comes in, then the second it is in the Amazon warehouse, I will make the next order, and so on and so forth. Okay, so how you find out how much inventory you should be ordering is very simple. All you do is come over to reports in your Amazon Seller Central account and come down to detail page, sales and traffic. Okay, so this is going to tell you that all the different ASINs you have, all the different SKUs and variations, and it's going to tell you the amount of units you have ordered in between whichever date you choose. Okay, so the way I do it is, say I'm about to make the order, I will download the last 3 months of sales for every ASIN I have, that the product I'm doing. Okay, so the product I have is how many variations it is. Then I'm going to download that, and then I will be able to decide how many units to order. Okay, so for example, say this is a month of sales and these are all the different ASINs I have. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to very simply just round up the numbers. Okay, so if the previous month I did 38 sales for this ASIN, 32, 17 for this. So what I'm going to do is all your product names and different variations are going to be here. Okay, so to make it easier for your supplier, all you do is make sure it's not the ASINs or the SKUs that you're sending them. Of course they won't know what to do. Okay, so when you're like, okay, quote me on this order, you know, if you're doing DDP shipping or whatever, all you're going to do is take the number of how many sales you made here and then bring them over here, and you can round it up. Like if you think you are not where you want to be yet, maybe you're at the bottom of page 1 and that is for your last month, well then order maybe 1.5 worth. So instead of making it 38, put it as 60 units. Okay, and that is what you're going to do, and you're going to come down and you're going to do it for each individual one. Okay, so this could be, you're going to make 18 units, do 1.5 the amount until you are where you need to be, and then you can just order as you see it here, except maybe just round it up to the top number just in case you always want to have stock. And that is it. It is as simple as that. People overcomplicate it and make it into something it's not. So to summarize, all you have to do is go to reports, business reports, and then go to sales by ASIN detail page. Download that. Make sure you are downloading it for the dates that you previously did. So if you're ordering, if you want to know the amount of units you need to sell for the next 3 weeks and you are shipping every 3 weeks, download the previous 3 weeks, and so on and so forth. If it's every 3 months, do the last 3 months. And if you want to watch a video on PPC and how I set up my PPC campaigns, click this link here. It'll direct you to the video where I show you how exactly I go about setting up my PPC campaigns. And also just remember, if you would like to be entered in the one-on-one consulting call with me, all you have to do is comment master plan down below. That's master plan in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel, turn on that notification bell to be entered to win. Okay, so that's it for today guys. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.